Hey everybody, let's begin this sequence in a wide knees child's pose. Go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat, bring your big toes to touch, and then extend your arms forward. And start to lengthen through your spine here, letting your forehead come down. Option to keep your arms extended forward or to bend your elbows and bring your hands into prayer hands behind your head. And then right away begin to notice the rhythm and the feeling of your breath, taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale, bringing more space into your body. And exhale, letting yourself float and fall into that space. Let's take one more breath in, feeling a little lift. And exhale, soften. And then bring your hands back down to your mat and slowly make your way up into tabletop. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And then take your right hand to your head. And on your inhale, lift your right elbow up to the ceiling, rotating up into the right. And on your exhale, take your right elbow to your left elbow. Do that again. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, right elbow to left. And one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Good. Now inhale, right elbow lifts out to the right. And then stretch your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale and thread the needle. Reach the right arm under and through. Let your shoulder come down. And then option to walk your left hand forward or bend the left elbow and look up underneath your left arm. And then take a breath here. And find one more slow, smooth inhale. And exhale. And then pull your right arm back through, come back to tabletop. And to reset, we'll take the left side. So left hand to your head. Inhale, lift your left elbow up. Exhale, left elbow finds the right. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, close. With your breath, one more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, now inhale, reach the left elbow up and then stretch your left arm up, reach up, exhale, thread the needle, bring it under and through, lower your shoulder down, and then find your arm placement here. Maybe looking up underneath your right arm. And then draw your navel slightly in towards your spine here. Feel some lifting up through the lower abdominals. And take a deep breath. And then pull your left arm back through to tabletop. Spread your fingers wide. Go ahead and bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Press into your fingertips. Tuck your toes under and take downward facing dog. And take a moment to find some movement, perhaps pedal out your feet or move your head a little side to side, relax your neck. And then see if you can press down through all 10 fingertips and feel your shoulders broaden on your back. So rotate your upper arm bones outward and press into your thumb and your index finger so you feel activation through the hands and the wrists. And then breathe in. And big exhale, side out. Awesome. Bring your heels up off of the mat. Bend your knees and walk your feet all the way forward to your hands. And once you're there, take your feet hip distance wide. Drop your head and just come into a gentle forward fold. Let your head become heavy. Feel the space on your upper back between your shoulder blades. And then ground it down through your heels and start to slowly roll yourself up to standing. Take your time and just start to feel your spine stacking each vertebra all the way up into mountain pose. And then roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your arms out and all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your back. And take your hands to your lower back, squeeze your shoulder blades, draw your navel in, and just find a gentle back bend, standing back bend. Hug the elbows together, lift your sternum up, and take a breath here. And then release the arms and reach back up to the ceiling, and on your exhale, forward fold all the way through. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, lengthen the body. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Bend your elbows straight back. Untuck your toes. Inhale into low cobra. Press the tops of your feet down as you lift your chest forward. Keep your neck long. And exhale, release. Press back to tabletop. And back to downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Exhale. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, step or float to the front of your yoga mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. And exhale, fold. Walk your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Press into your heels and roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Nice and slowly, drawing your navel in as you roll up. And then inhale, reach your arms out and up. Then exhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and roll your shoulders down. Start to draw your belly button in and pull your lower ribs in as well, so your core is active. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way through. Good. Now once you're here, let your head become heavy. Bend your right knee and look to the left. Let your arms float over to the right side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, switch. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, hands can release back down to your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, lengthen the body, sternum reaching forward. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down with control. This time, untuck your toes, circle your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, and take locust pose, just lifting as much as you need to. Squeeze your palms together, reach your hands back, chest forward. Exhale, release. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, and press back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here, finding a little bit of movement or stillness. Draw your navel in, lift your hips, your tailbone up to the ceiling. And let the back of your neck lengthen. Good, and then inhale, look forward. Walk or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good, now step your right foot back, your left foot forward so you're in a lunge. And go ahead and gently drop your right knee down. Keep your right toes tucked under and inhale, sweep the arms up into low lunge. Inhale, stretch up through your fingertips. And then exhale, slowly bring your arms down and back behind you. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers so that you're pointing down towards the floor and draw your shoulders back. Keep pulling your navel in and squeezing towards your midline here. So keep your core engaged and take a breath. And then inhale, reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down. Good. From here, press back to plank. And slowly lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, low cobra or regular cobra. Draw the chest forward any amount. And exhale, release. Press back, downward facing dog. And take a deep breath. On your next inhale, lift your heels high. Bend your knees, step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and step your left foot back, your right foot is forward, and take your low lunge here. Drop the left knee down. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift up, look up. And exhale, hands behind your back. Try and take the opposite grip. Index fingers point down. Squeeze your hands together and draw your shoulders back. Keep hugging in towards your midline. Maybe lift the gaze up. Breathe here. And then inhale, release. Arms reach back up to the ceiling. And exhale, lower your hands down. Step it back to plank. This time, lower yourself all the way down slowly with your exhale. And on your inhale, take your hands back and reach for your right foot. If you can do both at one time, reach for both feet. Otherwise, you can do one. You can do your right side and then your left side. So floor bow or half bow. And on your inhale, just kick into your hands and let that open up your chest. You don't have to go into this very deep to feel the benefits. And then squeeze your shoulder blades, your glutes, everything in towards your midline. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, just release and let your head turn to one side. You can relax your feet and just windshield wiper your feet from side to side. And then one more time, either the left side or both feet. On your next inhale, kick into your hands, lift the chest forward, and just let the legs kind of pull the arms back. So kicking strong through the legs. One more breath here. Kick back, chest forward, and release. Turn your head to the opposite side. Windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Take a deep breath. And from here, go ahead and bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And big exhale. One more. Nice slow breath here, calming the system back down. And then inhale, lift into tabletop. And from your tabletop, tuck your toes under, take your knees hip distance wide, and come on up into kneeling pose. We're going to do a little bit of camel prep here. So for camel prep, you can take your hands to your lower back, and your fingers can either face down or fingertips to face up. You're going to squeeze your elbows together, draw your shoulder blades together, and then really start to activate your thighs, hugging in towards the midline here. Draw your navel in, squeeze the glutes, and then lift your sternum up towards the ceiling. Keep drawing everything in towards your midline, actively hugging in as you lift up and go back. And then take a deep breath here. Awesome. And then go ahead and slowly come up and out of this with control and just sit back onto your heels if that works for you, or find a comfortable seated position. And just let your hands rest on your thighs, close your eyes, and just take a couple breaths here in stillness, just allowing the shoulders to relax. Breathing in and out through your nose. Noticing how you feel.